Alright, here is the, I guess, week 4 update of our first fry. That's what we got now. I guess they're getting close to being fingerlings. There's, I think I've counted 25. This large SLO pipe that I had, I finally got a screen to put on it. I made a big flange to kind of increase the surface area, but I don't have any swimming up that and going into the raft system anymore. Finally got them out of the sump, back into the main tank, and they're doing well. So at 4 weeks, this is how big they are, and they're all, I would say, about 1.5 inches, inch and a half. There's some still closer to an inch. I got a couple. Some are pretty fat. I feed them. This one here especially. I think this is the large. When he turns and looks at you, he is just a wide boy. So I've got to slow down. It's hard to feed the ones that are lagging behind and keep the other ones not from just eating. But here's our second batch of fry. I've split them into 2. I've counted them as I went. I put them in a tub and just kind of put what I could catch into the 2 nets as I went. There's 64 between the 2. There's 32 in each. Hard to tell with that screen. This one's a little cleaner, but they're doing well. There's a couple in there that got crooked tail fins. I'm not sure if they're going to make it, but there's at least 60, 62 good ones in there. I'll show you the food I've been feeding them. I've took some of the pellets, ground them up. I've used a method where there's a guy with the YouTube channel, Cyclaman09, and there's others. He's just the one that kind of gets the most hits for some reason. Making gel food. You take gelatin, knocks gelatin, and making some food for fry to eat. So I've putting that in this tank and up in my little fry, and it lasts long. I'll show you some of it before we go. I moved my male back out. I moved him in with the ladies 2 days, and he's already got me some eggs. I went, instead of the McDonald's jar, this one seems to be a little more controllable. This is just an egg tumbler. I found some 2-inch clear PVC, got in. This bottom apparatus is just nothing more than a stand to hold it. Have to have an open end so that the water can go in and go up, and you just set a bubbler in there to draw water in, and they just kind of sit there and jostle around. It's a nice setup. I think it's a little more controlled. What's crazy is I went and I'm learned now it's called stripping when you take the eggs out of the mom, but got her out in the container and she spit a bunch of eggs out, and I thought, okay, and I just tried to handle her. She spiked me once or twice, and I tried 2-3 times and no more eggs came out, and then so I put her back in the tank, took the male out, and noticed after I got her out that that very same fish still has some in her mouth. So and I also found a second female with eggs. So I bought enough of this PVC to make a second tumbler. I'm going to do 2 just to see what happens. I'll get the other female out, get the rest of her eggs, and put in with here. That's a lot of eggs. That's about the amount I remember from the first one that spit out a bunch and we lost them. So that's crazy. We have probably about, I don't know, 25, 30 of these fingerling looking size ones now. I've got for sure 60 some out here, and there's just no telling how many's in that one. And I've got to strip the other one, but you can see there that they're just kind of jostling around. She's had eggs in her mouth, I'd say 3 days the most. So I'm thinking next weekend, early, maybe Memorial Day is when these will start to hatch, is just kind of what my time frame is. But anyways, I put the male in the 10 gallons. First time I put him there, he seems ticked at me. He's got his stripes up, so not happy. But anyways, other update, plants are doing fairly well. These are the lettuce seeds I just threw in there. Move that mint out of the way, and they're sprouting, going crazy. The mint and basil, they are doing well. I had that Ozark Beauties, they're not doing too good. That one red sail, I'm just letting it go. It's reaching for the ceiling. I just wanted to see how big it'll go. It's more different basil. some okra, and this strawberry is doing well. It's a quinault. This jalapeno's been there for a while, but I had some issues with the siphons not kicking in, but I finally got those dealt with. I'm going to try to add a swirl filter of some sort here before school gets out here next couple weeks, or maybe just afterwards. Another swirl filter back here so we have some type of settling out before it drains in here. And I need to go ahead and PVC these connections and move this whole pipe back so that this doesn't take so much of the square footage of the bed. But anyways, jalapeno, the one little thing is just like crazy. I had a little bitty one, it's grown quite a bit. Cherry, tomato, another red sail, reaching for the ceiling. But one thing I wanted to show you was the food. These just like, it's kind of like Jello jigglers, except for it's fish food. Just took the pellets, ground them up with a coffee grinder, and anyways, the recommended recipe was a quarter cup of, or half a cup of water, quarter cup of the feed, and then a pack of the Knox gelatin. And the guy there took them and used like ice trays and poured them out. And what I've done, I just poured them onto a plate, and it looks more like a little chocolate tortilla looking. I just cut it up with a knife into these little, I don't know, little strips, but they're a little squishy. They hold up well in water, but these guys watch them. As soon as it hits the water, they just start hammering it all the way down. And so that's worked well to feed them. The pellets, I'm going to start trying to get these guys switched over to the pellets, because just so they can eat that. But right now their mouths are too small. What they end up doing is this: they'll kind of peck at the bottom of these little nets here with the fry in them. But anyways, let me put another one in here. Once they realize, they just start hitting it. Yeah, they're kind of ganging up on that one over there. But anyways, that's the update. I haven't got the raft system going. I'm hoping this weekend you get some either duckweed or get the raft itself set up. These plants are still coming along, but they're not established enough to throw in a raft. But I did do some research about airlifts. There's some a guy in Hawaii that's got a pretty neat design that I'm going to try, and just use an air pump that's going to bring some water up. And over the summer I'm going to try to add some strawberry tires across the back. Once I get I'm going to get a shroud that kind of covers this all up and houses the lights, and just it creates a stand for everything. Once I get that installed, I think it'll have a clean finished look to it. So anyways, so new stuff is the little egg tumbler, and the fryer doing well. This is week 4 for them. This is a second full week for these guys in here, and this is day 1 in the tumbler for these guys. So anyways, here's the fat one again. Looks like his mouth is down there, but it's just his gills. So anyways, again, those who have been watching this, thanks for watching, and subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thanks.